Lanka! We're so excited to be here. We wanted to come for the longest time and we just wanted to be able to backpack again and with all the COVID stuff. So when we heard Sri Lanka was open, we booked a flight. It was all quite last minute, to be honest. But now we're here and we're super excited to show you this amazing country so far. It is hot though, it is hot.
Oh indeed, it's quite a difference to what we're used to in Europe. So we arrived yesterday at the airport of Colombo after a 12-hour flight, which was okay. Yes, indeed. At the airport we already exchanged some currency and we got our Mobitel SIM card.
Yeah. So SIM card wise, there are like 3 providers and we looked things up a bit and from the 3 we read the most that Mobitel should be the one that's the most working everywhere.
Right.
That you can count on, let's say it that way.
Along with the other one that we saw there was like those 2 big providers.
Dia something, can't remember.
So we went with that one. We took a 60 gigabyte package, which should cover enough, I think, for the 3 weeks, just in case if we don't get Wi-Fi. Because we did read on some places it might be a little bit bad with the Wi-Fi at the place we are.
And then price-wise, it came around how much for?
It was around 2,500 rupees that we paid.
Yeah.
So. So not too bad actually.
Yeah. So we stayed one night at Negombo because we arrived in the late afternoon and we ordered a pick-me car just with the app. We suggested you download that, something like Uber. And what was that? Like 700 rupees for a 30-minute drive.
Yeah.
And yeah, spent the night in Negombo. After we dropped off our stuff at our homestay, we decided to head out for a little bit and to check out the area. In the end, we actually ended up at the beach. We got ourselves a coconut nearby and it was the perfect way to end the first day, just watching the sunset with a refreshing drink. Later on we were also getting a little bit hungry, so we decided to check out Google Maps, what's around. Right there at the beach you have a few beach restaurants, so we went with Shama Beach Restaurant, which had some nice reviews.
Hi, what's your name? You're so small. Are you having a good life by the beach? Yes? Are you gonna eat with us? Quickly grabbing some dinner on our first night at Shama Beach Restaurants, right near the beach, but it's super dark already, so we can't show you anything. You can also have your breakfast. We will have some juices. I took the watermelon, Moritz took papaya. I guess it's yours, it just arrived.
Yep.
And we will both have their specialty, the Sri Lankan curry. We've no idea what's gonna cost, but most prices are around 700 to 800. Yeah, nice. Ooh. To our first evening in Negombo, Sri Lanka. So we're digging in. We ordered the traditional Sri Lankan curry. We still have to figure out what everything is. So it comes with prawns and then all these goodies. I see some beans. Over there are chilies, some greens, but no idea yet. So let's try it out.
today, after a car ride of 3-4 hours, let's say, we arrived in Wilpattu National Park.
Yes, at the big game camp here, where we're gonna spend the night. We're gonna go head out to a safari actually, just in about an hour. It's all so cozy here. We love it already. It's so like well made, so eco-friendly. Everything looks so lush and green. We're a big fan of this already.
So we just left our tent.
Yes.
Here at the Wilpattu National Park. So we're staying one night here in quite a luxurious tent. I was super surprised. Moritz booked it, and I had a vague idea, but you were also surprised because we got kind of an upgrade, I think.
A few tents apparently are empty, and we got the better option, which has a little compartment up front where we have a living room with a couch and like a table, super cute, nice lights. Yes, very nicely done actually.
Yeah.
So we're super happy about that.
And there are all these small little pathways to each person's tent, with all like torches on the side, super cozy done, some hammocks along the way, and yeah, you really get a safari kind of camping vibe. So in a few hours they're gonna come get us with a jeep, and it's like around 4-hour safari, I would say.
Like 3 to 4 hour safari with a lot of animals, mammals, birds, and fingers crossed for leopards.
Yeah,
even though we're not
That's
counting
why
on
we
it.
came here, because Wilpattu is the biggest national park of Sri Lanka.
And has the most densely populated area of leopards, right?
Indeed, but also other kinds of how do you call it, mammals? Yeah.
Yes, mammals.
So yeah, we got a little introduction earlier today.
In this tent.
Yep. So like I was saying, we're today in Wilpattu National Park. We're gonna go on a safari this afternoon. We're super excited. And we're gonna spend the night here in a tent. Yes, but actually it's not just a normal tent, it's really a glamping one. So I'm gonna show you around. Follow me. You're gonna be so surprised as we were. So there are like 10 big tents here on the camp. And we're in number 6, and it looks like this. It's, yeah, pretty amazing. We will take you inside. It starts with a little living room, like a little sitting area. We didn't know we were gonna get that, so I was like amazed. And then in the back you have the bedroom, and still there's even a little bathroom. So come on in. After you, Moritz, go in. We have to be quick, so no mosquitoes and stuff come in. Let's close it quickly.
So yeah, indeed. So here you can see, this is the little room that we got in front of it. It's a second tent with just like a living area where you just put our bags and stuff in here. And when we go towards the second tent, it has 2 nets to secure against mosquitoes, which we think is a pretty cool feature to have.
Let me try.
Since when we opened this one, we could already tell it's mosquito-free. So just to be on the safe side, we have 2 of them here.
So come on in. Quick, quick, quick.
So as you can see, we didn't really expect it to be like this nice. Everything was very clean. Everything you need you have in this room basically. Here we have a big fan, which is super strong.
It's actually super glamorous. We didn't expect this at all, because we booked through Agoda, I believe.
Yep.
And there were some pictures, but not many. So we were really surprised with what we're getting.
So behind here, the sleeping area, we even have our own private bathroom with a shower and a toilet, which we really didn't expect to get. this kind of comfort in a camping situation. So we're really pleasantly surprised.
So there's another leopard.
Oh my god, we're really counting them, huh?
Yeah, I showed you so many leopards, right?
Oh no, it's okay. I got them from here. Oh my god, look at them!
So one is inside the
Aren't you like... Oh my god!
Oh.
Look at them! It's gone again.
They take stuff and run away. Yeah.
You'll see.
Towards sunset, we started to return to the camp. We had a beautiful afternoon. This safari was just so magical and such a serene experience. At times, we just felt like we were the only ones there in this beautiful landscape. This is also why we chose Wilpattu National Park in the very first place, because it's not as popular as other ones that you can find in Sri Lanka. Wilpattu is the largest and oldest national park in Sri Lanka and most famous for the many Sri Lankan leopards that live there. Unfortunately, we weren't able to spot any of them at this time, but it was still an overall amazing experience and we saw so many different kind of animals and unique landscapes. We, for example, spotted the moon bear, which is supposedly really rare, so we were really excited about that one. We didn't get to snap a picture, but nonetheless, it was really cool. We saw a lot of monkeys, a lot of different kind of birds, crocodiles, and also the national symbol of Sri Lanka, which is the blue-feathered rooster, which is apparently also special. There are also once in a while elephants roaming around the park, even though it's not the best place to spot them in Sri Lanka. But you will have so many more chances in the country to see them, even on the side of the road like we did, so don't worry. We enjoyed a lovely night of sleep in our tent and we were actually woken up by beautiful sounds of nature and animals, as well as prayers coming from the temple further up. After getting ready, we headed out for a little morning walk on the property, and then it was time for breakfast, which was set up where the dinner was last night. So we were the only ones at that time, and it was just such a beautiful setup, really serene, and we had a lovely, healthy breakfast. So breakfast is served. We got like some nice omelette with veggies in there, tea and coffee, and then on the side some toast. And these are coconut rotis. I'm really excited to try them. And then with some sides like some marmalade, and that's like an, what was it, an onion sambal or something? So I guess to spice things up. So let's try it out. Moritz just tried the coconut roti, but yeah, we expected a lot. It's a little bit dry, he said, so let's
But
see.
taste-wise, it's very nice.
Okay, maybe some marmalade on it. Maybe it makes it better.
So we just finished up packing and closing the tent, so no insects or such get in there. And we're on our way to Anuradhapura.
Yeah, there is a tuk-tuk or something waiting for us at the end of the park, which is gonna take us there. Should be around an hour drive. Again, why we're taking this above a bus, because they told us the buses at the moment can't be really trusted because of the fuel.
They're not as reliable, so they might fall out or something, and they're not driving up to plan. So we chose for a tuk-tuk this time.
Yeah, our first few days are a little bit tight on schedule, so we didn't want to risk it. And budget-wise, it was okay, just a few euros more actually when we calculated. So yeah.
Yes, and we're gonna see you there then.
Yeah, let's see you there. Bye.
So this concludes our little safari trip to Wilpattu National Park. It was our first stop on our Sri Lankan journey. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time in Anuradhapura.